Wait. Your doctor in the middle of the colonoscopy is treating you like a fucking coffee table?
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light.
Do you want to go first?
I am dealing with the artist.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention that Ryan has been promoted to marketing director as a result of all of his exciting posts, all the creativity, and he's been running Instagram. He texted a friend of his, a fine artist. Do you want to tell us about this gentleman?
A friend of mine from high school. And he's a super amazing artist. And our clip art, little cover art thing got us started. You did a good job. A+, Sam.
Thank you. Yep.
But now it's time to grow up. Our little show is growing up.
We're trying to grow up, right? Yeah. We want to get out of the juvenile two-life crew.
Professionally designed logo.
So you're telling me this guy's a professional?
Yes.
You think I don't know about this artsy crap?
Now, speaking of professionals, I can't get into your phone.
It's because you sat on it too long. Screw it.
I didn't sit on it.
No.
But I wanted to read
metaphorically.
Can you tell us then, this gentleman Adam, he has agreed to create something for us.
He has.
He's a listener. He's a fan, if you will.
We're friends. I don't want to call him a fan. He listens to the show. He enjoys it.
Regularly?
Yes.
Does he pray?
It's just weird.
Does he have a statue or picture of me in his room?
Well, I would imagine.
Oh, okay. Because if he needed one,
Well, we could send him one, but he's a pretty crafty guy. I imagine he's already whittled something for himself. Yeah.
Should I be afraid?
Birch. Oh, definitely.
Has he crafted some sort of mannequin with skin like me?
Again, guys, I am not having sex with a doll.
You're having sex with the doll.
You unload into that doll.
I can smell it.
Oh, yeah.
It's more of a voodoo doll.
Oh, he doesn't like me? Is he trying to give me bad vibes?
I don't know. No, he's a good guy. He's an artist. He's a friend of mine.
I'm excited for what it comes up with, but the best part was he asked us, as any good graphic designer would, well, what are you thinking? What's the concept? And I think our rebuttal was, I
think it's best if you handle that decision. It's pretty much what we told him.
Right. And so this creates, in our minds, it's not a lack of responsibility on our part. We want to get our listeners.
We'll get his creative juices flowing, because then what did he text back? He says that makes it harder. I don't know what to do. And then he says, wait, I have an idea. As he was texting, he had the idea, and I said, see, I knew it. That's how artists work.
That's some cosmic energy shit.
Yep.
This dude is interesting, man. You know, went skydiving and everything. Like, that was on my bucket list.
Right.
So we gotta hook up. So we'll do Adam CNET, and we'll do him a hookup.
I love the idea of listener created art, and who knows, we could rebrand every 6 months and change our names, like Puff Daddy became P. Diddy, became Sean John, became...
Right.
I don't know.
I'm going to be Larry Left Hammer.
When will you become... Oh, that's going to be the shift?
I guess, yeah.
So it's not going to be podcast Burn Rave. It's going to be with Larry Left Hammer and Sam and Joe?
I think so. Isn't that what you were just talking about? We're making up new names?
Well, no, I was just thinking like our graphic design would change. I don't know that like your name would change. Just the design would change.
Pretty sure you said names, and Larry Left Hammer is a cooler name than my name.
It would change the show. Would people tune in to Larry Left Hammer?
Burn and Rave podcast with Larry Left Hammer and Sam? I don't see a problem.
That sounds... Larry Left Hammer and Sam sounds a little bit maybe like a gay porn. Like in a Home Depot.
As in Larry is left hammering Sam. I see where you're going with that. I can picture that.
Or Larry,
and then what is Joe, the circus midget that's spanking everybody, running around tossing balloons in the air?
I roll with a crew of problematic bachelors, and we call ourselves
the squad.
I just wonder where we all fit in the cosmic grand scheme of the Burn and Rave show. Because, Sam, as you know, we're no longer a friendship and we're no longer individuals and whatnot. We are a pillar of content, as you put it. We are all collectively. And so if someone needs to be dropped out and replaced or whatnot, we can do that.
Hey,
Wait.
I don't know what started that conversation.
No. Ryan, no, you're not understanding how this works.
The triad.
If there are 3 pillars holding up a house, I know you're into the home maintenance and whatnot.
The architectural side of things.
Wouldn't be the sturdiest of houses, but, imagine 3 pillars in a three in a triangular fashion, much like a pool cue racking thing.
So you made a three word.
Sometimes when you say a rack, if you're white,
billiards.
You're talking about the place next to Iran, Iraq. Okay?
Oh.
If you say a rack, sometimes you think of a woman's boobs, right? So I had to be specific, say a cubicle.
If you're stuck between Iraq and a hard place.
Oh, those Persian Gulf jokes were hilarious back then.
I bet they're even more hilarious now.
Yeah.
I wonder if we have a big Arabic fan base.
أهلا وسهلا كيفك؟ يعني ما بتحبني؟ أنا اسمي سام وأنت راين روزناو من أمريكا poussé peace not how you say
You're just
not
speaking
so funny.
English with a lot of
No. Some Arabic listener, that's gonna blow up in Saudi. This is gonna be contraband in Saudi Arabia when they hear what I said about you. You're gonna get some wives imported, my friend. You are going to be married 17 times to some oil.
Dude, I don't have to do some kind of suicide bomb shit, do I?
No, that comes way later.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
The indoctrination process.
But did the 17 women come now?
No, they may never come. This is a true story, Ryan. Some interpretations of the maiden story, the virgin die, get virgins, is that the word in Arabic, particularly back there, the super Arabic, that word may have translated to raisin.
What the fuck?
Like, this is a soup. I mean, this is a desert industry. It's like a raisin is maybe like a high-class, most delicious food. It's like the Patron of today or something. So these guys are dying. They interpreted it as like 21 virgins or whatever, or 7 or whatever the number is. I'm not a very good Muslim.
And they get a bowl of raisins.
They get up there, they get some fucking bowl of raisin bran. Well, they could have had that in America with the bran.
Yeah, but it's a little late now. But truthfully,
I'm not even a virgin.
The raisins will be less stress. You know what I mean? If you want to grow old peacefully, take the raisins.
People don't understand the idea of having ownership of like 17, however many virgins. They think that's an incentive, right? Okay, so there's a little sexual incentive. Gross.
Stick whatever you want down there. I can't taste it, okay? So I was like, who cares about my vagina?
Now you're stuck with these women, and you're attached to them.
Or
in
men.
Heaven or men for the rest of your life.
Not.
That's not heaven.
No. Did you see the Simpsons episode where they gets to heaven and it's just a room full of nerds on laptops with like Spock ears?
Oh shit. That's their heaven.
Yeah. No, that was where it's 72 virgins.
Oh.
They were nerds.
You wish.
Oh, that's enough. This is why language is so important, Ryan.
This is why it is so important, Sam, and this is why you've dedicated your life to it,
That's
sir.
right. It's important. So this is important. This is how we stop this from happening in the Middle East and other parts when people get out of hand.
Better not go to Saudi Arabia or they'll tie you to 2 different camels and they'll make them run away. You know what I mean?
If they are motivated by this, they have to know there is a 30% chance you get a bowl of raisins.
No, I'm sure 45% at least.
45% chance. Or you get a bunch of dorks on computers, right?
Which is probably another 45% chance.
Or you get actual virgins, but then you're stuck like with these women in heaven for the next however many, I guess, infinity.
Hi, welcome to Raisins.
Yeah, so you want
So no.
D, none of the above?
This is how we solve suicide bombing. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It doesn't, that doesn't sound like it's going to end well for anybody.
Bad incentive.
Yep.
I'm not worried about Islamic suicide bombers. They can only do it once. A Hindu suicide bomber, that is more of a threat.
Now, if you're doing it...
Ruled out.
If you're doing it because you believe it will change the political system overnight because you blew yourself into a million pieces, should you then...
Well, blow away. I mean...
How do they do it without hurting anybody else? Maybe we can come up with a suicide bombing uniform.
It's like a suit of armor, but it's quite large. Very heavy duty.
Yeah.
Kevlar and steel and stuff. And you strap the bomb to yourself, then get into the suit and seal it up. Walk into the courtroom or the courthouse or wherever it is you want to blow up. And you go ahead and you detonate yourself. And then all we have to do is load the suit onto our hand truck.
Yeah.
Roll it out. Throw it in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Wait, and there you go. Suicide bomber suit.
We just roll it down a hill like one of those little cars in Jurassic Park world. Just fucking and that's it. We recycle these bastards. Now, but hold on. If I'm a suicide bomber, I kind of know that I'm not going to have the effect that I want. Right?
But you're going to end up with your virgins, raisins, or nerds.
Everybody wants to know what a grenade will do to a bomb suit, and that's what we're going to do.
I think the motivation for a suicide bomber is to actually take a few people with them, right? So we don't want anybody to die, but perhaps wait. Perhaps this suicide bomber bomb will kill him. That's step one. But it could maybe reverberate and like maybe people just like lose their hearing, just like a small, like something bad happens, but not terrible.
We label these things as shrapnel enhancers. So you strap your bomb on, you climb in this thin, shabby metal shell, and when it explodes, it sends out like 700 times more shrapnel to increase your victims and whatnot. What we don't tell them is that bitch is actually like half-inch thick. Ain't nobody even gonna hear it. You have a little face window. He's like Iron Man, just like yelling, but you can't hear him.
He's pumped.
You see, and then you just see a flash, and then nothing.
Perfect.
And then a security guard comes, scoops him up with a hand truck, wheels him out of the dumpster.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
See, we just have to find a way to satisfy these guys' curiosity, right? Like, we've just got to find a way to feed them their desire.
What if we resurrect one, and he said, dude, this is all fucking bullshit.
Oh.
It was not good.
All joking aside, though, just think of the enormous amounts of pressure to perform.
Or there's nothing there. I don't know, whatever.
You mean after he goes to heaven?
We need to get a famous suicide bomber, bring him back, and say, all right, how is this whole virgin thing, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, this is all bullshit.
And then it's your job to walk down a line of beautiful topless women, telling most of them that their breasts aren't good enough to get the job.
No.
And then nobody would do it no more.
No, or he says, let me tell you, son, this was the best raisin I have ever tasted in my entire life. I will do anything for more raisin like this. And then everybody's like, I gotta get some raisins.
Then they all blow each other up.
That's the problem with the plan. Raisins are good. They're addicting.
Raisins
Super
are
good,
okay, but I don't
raisins.
want them in my cereal because I don't want the crunch and the goo.
Oh, no. You want a lot of goo and a little crunch.
No, you want just crunch, no goo in your cereal.
I'll share with you just why Raisin Bran cereal might not be as good for you as you think.
I like raisin bran, and I particularly look for the little raisins that are so over-coated with sugar.
Hey, sugar.
Like that. You know, have you seen those?
Oh, yeah.
And some of them.
They got their own little
It's like
moons.
the raisin itself walked over that sugar, is like just fucking poured on me, dude. And then that's the raisin. I would pile those into a corner.
I am a raisin god.
He wants to go down first. He wants to come out of the package all fucking snowy and sexy and sweet.
Eat me, bitch. Eat me, bitch.
Eat me first. I want to digest first. He wants to come out clean. That's the plot.
With all that bran and all those raisins, raisin bran must surely be one of the healthiest foods you can eat, right? Wrong.
So
Raisins trying to escape raisin bran boxes.
So grapes are born on the vine, and they grow and they ripen in our California sunshine. And that's their aspiration, is to grow and to ripen and to become a snack for somebody or a bottle of wine or something.
Watch little raisins grow.
Now, the grapes that don't make it to their dream of becoming table grapes or wine, they go to the raisin farm.
Yep.
That's not where grapes want to end up. But once you enter the raisin farm, you got one goal in your mind. First eaten, first through. That way you're the cleanest. You gotta be the first one in and out.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fucking clusterfuck getting to that entrance of that mouth hole. Yeah, you gotta be first.
Yeah.
See,
you make yourself a little raisin shiv.
You make that out of the little bran flake while you
sharpen that shit on the cardboard box.
Hey man, some raisins telling a little rookie raisin, hey man, look, okay, while we're sitting on this motherfucking shelf, okay, you gonna get some fucking sugar off that guy, I'm gonna get some sugar off that guy, we're gonna be the sugariest motherfuckers in this box, okay? And then you're gonna break a little piece of that fucking fiber right off and you're gonna use it as a shank, okay? Because when that fucking cereal gets bought and it starts to get poured out, we're going first and we're fucking stabbing our way. That's
to the top of the box, I tell you. We're stabbing our way to the top of the box. This is Junior. Hey, new guy, come here. Come here. I want you to go over there and I want you to shiv one of them bran flakes.
Yeah.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about what?
You know, he's got to impress a boss, so he walks over there and he shivs the bran flake in the shower.
Forget about it.
Why do you keep saying forget about it? Never mind that.
And then the raisins have to retaliate because they had some sort of pact with the bran flakes. So the raisins retaliate against the oats.
The last 2 years I've been studying these guys. I know the way they move, I know the way they walk, and the way they talk. I'm gonna get
Oh,
them.
there's oats in the box too.
Oh, there's oats in the box.
I didn't know that.
And and so it's
like
and
a prison.
then they have to lock down the yard. Yeah, it's
race wars.
Yeah, the first one into the mouth, man. First one out the anus.
You know,
Best.
I'll tell you what, that's why you got to do push-ups in jail, man. I mean, you've got to be the toughest raisin in that motherfucking box.
You be careful, man. You swallow a raisin, you might get stabbed 6 or 7 times in the throat on its way down.
I'm busting beans over here, hey? Volare, oh, con carne, yo, yo, yo.
Feisty. Yeah, trying to climb his way back up and shit with his
Well,
little
maybe that's
shiv.
why they're in such a hurry to come out. They go through like that. They're sliding down our colon like with a shiv in the right hand and a shiv in the left. They're just fucking sliding down like Jackie Chan in some movie, right? With the curtains and nice. They're fucking with our colons, and that's why.
So what's the end goal here for the knifing and the Jackie
Well,
Chan?
then the raisin frees himself from the box by going through your colon, slips out your anus a free man, no more sugar, and skitters off back to the grape yard, the grapevine, finds his family, lives happily ever after, or becomes
As a
fine wine.
perennially old appearing man. Because he's all wrinkly.
The Hollywood Raisins were guaranteed survival while signing the death warrant of trillions of their raisin brothers, 2 giant scoops at a time.
He appears old, but actually still has some life left in him.
That's what I mean. Because he's just been zapped of it by the sun.
By the system.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
Fucking
if I can ever... Oh, go ahead.
No, raisin race wars, man. In the box.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
Raisin
slitting throats.
bran. Who knew that box
Bran
was so
flakes.
fucking vicious?
Straight up raping raisins.
You know who's fucking around in a box?
Who's fucking around in a box?
Okay, the crunch berries.
The crunch berries
dominate the fucking. What are those little square niblets? The Captain Crunch shit. You got the crunch berries. I guess it's just Captain Crunch. Yeah.
No, Captain
Crunch.
Yo, Captain Crunch.
Captain.
Captain.
Are you asking me to?
No,
shoot
I'm telling you, that's the name of the cereal.
Can you spell this?
CAP apostrophe N. Captain Crunch.
Okay, I get it.
They may have left the T in there too. I don't remember.
Is crunch spelled CR apostrophe?
No.
And
UNCH.
They've got the whole word there.
And yeah, you're talking with crunch berries.
So the squares would be the Cap'n Crunch.
The Cap'n Crunch.
And then the berries are the berries.
The berries are the crunch berries.
Cap'n Crunch.
Cap
was on his own for quite a while in the grocery store aisle, living the dream, just fucking out there in the ocean with his little fucking sailboat, capping in around. Then somebody put the motherfucking berries in there. And guess what? Who wants the Captain Crunch anymore? It's all about those berries. Those berries destroyed the Captain.
Dude.
My cereal does not cut the roof of your mouth.
Now, you know what they've created? All berries. They have all berry Captain Crunch.
Do they now?
Yeah. He's been erased.
Wow. I was just thinking how rad it would be. Metaphorically.
Oh.
If you had this little short film with like cereal boxes going down the production line, you know? Mm-hmm. And they get the bag in there and the cereal, and the boxes go, it folds the tops down, right? Mm-hmm. And so the cereal boxes, the empty cereal boxes come into the chute, and the Cap'n Crunch and the Crunch Berries into the box, into the box. And then as it goes and the box gets sealed, you like open up the front of the box, like kind of an X-ray, like we're seeing inside, and you see them red and white separate themselves.
Yeah,
like just this, like this, you know, like this metaphor for society, kind of.
Yeah.
Be rad.
Well, you know, it's interesting since we've switched bodies and how you're thinking all metaphorically. On that same level.
But hey, where'd my penis go? Oh,
that's true.
That's true. I have a tiny dick.
Men do believe that if you become a little more intellectual or a little bit more emotional, maybe your penis shrinks and falls off. Like that's a consequence.
No, I meant if we switched bodies.
Oh, then
I would be looking at your little dick going, "Where's my dick?"
Oh, no,
mine is so much bigger.
If we switched bodies, I don't think you can handle this package.
Like a man dick?
Yeah. You would need...
I'm wondering if you're actually talking about your pecs right now.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were. And no, I probably could not handle them.
But in this serial switching society, I just want to make a case metaphorically.
Yes.
As you described similarly. Cap'n Crunch is what white people fear happens to them in America. Cap'n Crunch was just this bowl of all white golden cereal. Then they came along, decade later, they start adding crunch berries. And the crunch berries are mixing with the little white Cap'n Crunches. And you know what? People are loving it. It's great. Everybody's getting along. But people start really enjoying the crunch berries. Then, guess what happens next? There is just boxes of crunch berries, and people love them. That's the fear that white people have of being erased by new cultures, new colors, new berries, if you will, in society.
Message! That would take so long. Why would they care? They'd be dead.
Oh, interesting.
They'd be dead by the time they're obsolete. You old racist fuck.
Oh, I like it. So, fuck it. You're talking 100 years. Shut the fuck up.
You know what? By the time it starts to happen, they're dead. The kids aren't as racist.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
If you're going to be racist, be a smart racist.
Oh, great point. See,
don't worry about it.
I love, like, your brain thinks, like, logically and mathematically, and I'm an idiot. Okay? So when I see this box metaphor, I'm thinking, God, a lot of people might listen to that and go, yeah, that's what's happening. And if you put a timestamp on that shit, And you follow with the idea that, yes, every generation is less and less and less and less and less racist. You're right. Fucking timestamp metaphors, and then they're more true. Wow. Dude.
Okay, you're back to you now because that was deep.
Okay, good. I am back in my body. Whoa. Oh, my penis is much bigger now. Wake up, Ryan. Wake up. Here's a drumstick. Here's a drumstick. Sorry, you're eating protein puffs. Here, open your mouth. Here's a Mike and Ike. Here's a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Quick, Ryan. Quick. Signature Select artificially flavored cheese balls. Stat
down the hatch.
We don't have time. We'll have to go rectally. Stuffing cheese balls in my anus.
I volunteer for that.
You stuffed the cheese balls in my anus to save my life from this weird catatonic shock of becoming dumber. And then on Thursday, the fucking gastroenterologist takes it to the camera. He's like, it won't go in.
What do your poops say about
There's
you?
something blocking the way. And he looks and it's just cheese puff. Dude pulls it out as another cheese puff. And he pulls it out.
That shit just comes out like anal beads, dude. Just fucking cheese puff.
He's like, nurse, make note that his anus is full of cheese puffs. Undigested.
We have found the problem.
Oh my God. What is that? What was that? Is that cheese? Have you eaten cheese? How much cheese have you eaten today?
We're like, no, like that just happened like yesterday. The problem is preceding that. So keep digging.
Like, hey, we see this all the time. Once we get past the cheese ball anal beads, then we get to the real problem.
Don't worry, we see this all the time. Just relax. You're gonna feel a little discomfort,
dude,
as we make fun of you for having an anus full of cheese puffs.
I swear to God, Ryan.
Oh, I dipped into anus talk again.
How does it happen? You know what? But
both assholes.
The poor guy designing the podcast, like, it's going to be a giant asshole with our faces.
An asshole. It just seemed to come naturally to him.
How do we go? We're old. It's both funny and when you're old, you talk
assholes
about
and a microphone.
Done.
That's pretty much it wraps it up, man.
Speaking of assholes,
Sam, I'm just an asshole trying to make my time to shine.
You want your asshole to shine?
No.
That's anal bleaching.
No, I want my asshole-ness.
Oh, that's a metaphor.
To shine, yeah.
You are the person who wants to shine.
Yeah,
you shine.
Not actually doing anything to my anus,
right?
Just so we're clear.
Well, not yet.
Other than the colonoscopy, the pending colonoscopy on Tuesday.
Maybe on the way out, just get a little anal bleaching.
Maybe ask the doctor, hey, do you do tune-ups and stuff?
Yeah, I mean he's right there anyway.
He is right there.
It's kind of like when you pull the engine.
He's gonna be in my neighborhood.
Buenos dias, neighborito.
When you pull the engine out, you're a mechanic. When you pull the engine, that's when you start changing other parts. So if you're down there anyway.
He will literally be in my neighborhood anyway.
Right. Right. Stick around. Barbecue.
Fuck around.
Hey, I'll DoorDash.
Snoop around. See what you find.
You're here anyway. Clean it up. It would be funny if you go in
Put a little lunch tray on my back.
Wait. Your doctor in the middle of the colonoscopy is treating you like a fucking coffee table, and he's just going to put his lunch on your back and proceed to probe you while eating his salami sandwich.
It's foot-long spicy Italian.
Who ordered the sub?
Who got the foot-long?
Yeah.
Well, that's me.
Yeah.
Foot-long spicy Italian.
Oh, forget about it.
Ay, caramba.
You know what? Here's the thing. I would trust a doctor who I knew had eaten well than a doctor who fucking comes in hungry. I don't know how many surgeries they performed before. So if they're using my back as a table to eat, I know they're satisfied. I know they're fucking firing on all syllables.
What are syllables?
Cylinders. Go to town. Have your sandwich. Enjoy.
A little hot pepper falls in the anus spreader.
Well,
drops in there.
Burns
your sensitive little colon.
What'd you just say?
I said your fucking baby's gonna burn.
Or who knows? That could be the way we discover some fucking cure. Because that's what we're figuring out, right? The shit that's killing us, it's not nature. Who knows? That hot pepper could be the cure for, like, maybe it just rubs upon your herpes on the way out, cures it.
Maybe I try that first.
I have a jar of pepperoncinis.
Yeah, and I've got a finger.
And an anus.
The anus in question, as a matter of fact.
Oh, so you like it up the butt?
No, not.
It's sort of been an area of focus lately.
Here's the problem.
Yeah. And Kaiser don't play. There was no like, how you doing? It was just like, we're going in. And let me be honest with you. When the nurse calls and she says, I'm calling to schedule your colonoscopy, and you were not expecting those words, you're a little blindsided.
Dude, you gotta take one for the team.
Right? And so, yeah, I was a little caught up in the whole thing, but then my focus pretty quickly shifted from the overall well-being of my colon, Sam, to more approach and entry.
Why did you get all weird when I put my finger up your ass?
That's kind of the first thought that I had.
Okay.
Approach and entry.
I see.
That's the part that concerns me the most.
So not the grave potential of...
Well, no, I mean, yeah, there's that.
More so.
I'm glad to be getting the procedure.
Well, here's the thought.
Approach and entry is, let's face it, that's the fascinating part of the procedure. If you were going to watch that video, that's the part you want to see.
POV.
Let's back up. Why did you put your finger in my ass?
Dude, like the conductor of the Disneyland monorail into a torrent of doom, you would be plunging into that anus like Rick Moranis and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Do you think it just opens like a little Venus flytrap?
Like that thing in the desert in Star Wars? With all the teeth and shit?
The Sarlaccs were essentially semi-sentient plant-like omnivorous creatures that were found on several planets across the galaxy, including Dathomir, Argonaut, and Tatooine.
Ryan, that's
And you're going
exactly what I was thinking, but I went with Venus flytrap because I couldn't get there fast enough.
I would picture Venus flytrap more of a vaginal kind of...
Or prolapsed. A prolapsed rectum is a thing.
You know what?
That's a medical term. That's a medical term. My brother taught me that. He's in nursing school.
Listen, I know that's a medical term, but let's dumb it down for the layman out there, okay? Nobody wants to talk about the pink sock.
No.
AKA trunk butt. Okay?
Oh, fuck you for putting that in my mind right now. But don't interrupt because what did you say? It's like pantyhose? Like you just shit pantyhose?
No,
that's what
a pink sock?
That's what that looks like?
Yeah, when you shit out your
I thought you were trying to stop me from this imagery, and you created the imagery. I don't need to see that.
So like a pink elephant's trunk, a trunk butt?
Oh, so gross.
And I know a doctor, and we asked, and he says that you just sort of poke it back in.
Fuck that.
Really, I'm not just advocating for your butthole. I'm advocating for your sex life.
That's what you do with elephants, too. When they stick their little fucking snout at you, you just go right into those two nostrils. Boom. Sucks it back up.
The guy I saw at the zoo instantly put it in his pants.
The elephant nose?
The elephant's trunk, yeah.
Oh, he's next level.
Yeah, he looked like he was having a good time on that fence.
Did he survive that?
I didn't stick around long enough, but at first he looked like he was really enjoying himself anyway.
Wow, he just had peanuts in his pants.
I guess.
I think there are signs forbidding that. Or you know what? Actually, I don't think there are signs forbidding that. So is it really...
Well, if you can buy, vegetables or whatever to hand to the animals, didn't see any sign that said you couldn't do so with your groin.
Interesting.
They didn't say don't stuff all the celery into your underpants and then stand, kind of spread eagle yourself on the fence, on the inside of the fence. The animals can get you and just let them eat your underpants off. The sign didn't say that, Sam.
That's very clear. So you're suggesting that if there's a petting zoo and the sign says feed the animals, that's open to interpretation about what you feed them.
That's what I said.
Could be the little grains.
Yeah, and then just keep stuff them in your underpants. Maybe
but do you really need to stuff them in your underpants? Or could you just...
Well, you have your experience your way. I have my experience my way. But that's not what the judge said.
See, I think if everybody... here's a secret to getting your goat. If everybody's putting the quarters in the machine, and they're just getting their little kibble and shit, like you bring, like the steak. Like you bring some fucking treats.
Thank you.
Some cheese balls.
That's right. Thank you.
That's how you attract more goats.
I tape up the legs of my boxers, my boxer briefs, And then I just fill them full of feed.
But here, still, I get recognized for the goat thing.
Stuff it in there and off to the zoo we go. All right, everybody. I don't want to, but Sam says we have to. We have to go.
Ryan, the street lights have come on. It is time to go,
They've
Ryan.
rolled up the sidewalks. It is time to go. So on that sad note,
roll your balls back into the garage, Ryan.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're playing basketball in this image.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was assuming rolling my balls into the garage.
Oh.
So thank you for enjoying podcast Burn and Rave. Sam and Ryan and Sam and Joe.
Now with more Joe.
Now with 20% more Joe.
It's not a surprise. It's a gradual process. You have loads of time to back out from this project.
25%.
25% more Joe.
Do you know what?
And we mean physically.
Look at my sexy body. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, I'm like a singer. Oh, sexy man.
Well, maybe. I think it's ambiguous. We love Joe.
I'm just fucking with you.
And we love all of you.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.